Morning everyone. Bloody cracker of a morning, look at that. Oh, and the place is greened up, it's amazing, but we still don't have enough feed. So what I'm gonna do is this. Good morning number 17. She's beautiful. Back to our problem. So this is our place here. As you can see, it's a little bit green and but it's very low. It's all the kikuyu bouncing back after all the rain we've had. And anyway, our place doesn't have enough feed, but we bought her a strip down here that I usually graze, and there's quite a lot of pick in there. As you can see, it's quite a lot of this sort of nice green pick that's come through after all the rain. This block here is about 400, 500 meters long and about 30 to 40 meters wide. So there's quite a lot of grazing left in it, and it hasn't been touched for probably 4 months. So yeah, I think the girls will enjoy it out here. They've grazed this before in the past, and yeah, needs must. We just got to find the feed. Girls know something's going on. They've started to congregate up here. They know they're getting moved. Nice little heifer too. So I'll need this here and one of these. This is the unit I use. It's a Dakin S4000. Pretty good. It gives you about 10,000 volts, so it gives a kick. And I'll just leave that here to charge while I set up the fence. Ground's nice and soft. From all the rain. So I put 2 strands along this front section here, and then I run a single down the side here along this current fence that we've got, and then I'll kick back across to our border fence down there, and that'll give them probably an acre or 2 acres of land to graze on. Just got to watch for snakes. Fence is up. Now we just got to get the girls in. Come on, girls. Come on. Come on. Yep, they'll follow me. Come on, girls. Let's go. Let's go. They're excited. They're hungry. Okay, so fence line goes down there, all the way out the back and across. They're all secure. I've just rigged this here to go straight across to this post. I'll stand there. We'll just open the gate now and let them in. Come on, girls. Come on. And of course, one has to go straight for the gap. Come on, girls. Come on, you just got to walk in. Just follow the other ones. They're getting the picture, kinda. They'll be happy in there for a few days. So this has had probably an hour to charge. I'll just hook it up now. Right, what I do to get a really good contact with the alligator clip is wind that around a few times. That way, you know you've got a really good contact. This can earth over here. I'll leave this in the sun, switch it on. See if the little blinky lights blink in here. Good to go. Ooh, not much. Let's earth this end and see what happens. Okay, so there's a drain on the fence somewhere. I'm just walking along to find it. Be pretty easy because this is all steel posts, so it's probably touching one of them up here somewhere. Here we go, found the culprit. A little piece of wire resting on it, on the electric fence, so hopefully that'll sort that out. Gonna be a doozy because the fence is on. Right, so I've just wired this back. Let's test it now. Still nothing. It's that problem. Here's another one resting right up against it there. Let's try and fix this one. What I'll do here is I'll just bring this down so I can rest up on that there. Now I'll have a go. Still nothing. So all I've done here is just push the post out and it's clear from the line now. Okay, let's check it now. 1.2, so it's not much, but they're very quiet cows and it'll give them a tickle anyway. I honestly think this is doesn't have enough juice in it. It's been sitting in the shed for 4 months, so once it gets charged up, it should read a higher reading there. So this tank here is one that I repaired the other day. Hey Max. Hey. I haven't tested it yet, so see if it works. Well, sprung a leak. Alright, that's better. Well, would you look at that? It works. Problem solved. On to the next job. Right, the girls are happy in here. Nice and windy. I'm just down at the lease block. So the problem I've got at the moment is I've put these new strands on, which are nice and tight, and it's brought the 2 strainer posts at opposite ends in a little bit and made these original wires loose. So they're very loose. The cow will walk straight through that. So what I've got to do is tighten these up and then join them together. But what we usually do is tighten them up, cut this here, and then join them up and then use this shiny stuff as a replacement. And it just looks like a dog's breakfast. So the easiest way to rectify this drooping wire is to install these ratchet tensioners. Now, a lot of you might say, oh, do it the old cocky way and cut it and mash it together with some new wire, but it just looks atrocious. So these things here are going to do the job. Gloves on first, man. This is old school barbed wire. It's the good stuff, and it hurts. I think the barbs are extra long, so yeah, gloves are a must. So yeah, what we do is just put the one end here, give it a bit of a pull. Make sure it's on properly. Pop this on this side. Lucky I had gloves on, see, that would have hurt. Doesn't want to play. Let me just walk it up, tighten it up. That's tight enough, I think. That's pretty tight.
One more. So I don't think it really matters which side you do it from. I'll just do it from this side here. Yeah, all we have to do is cut this here, and then it's always good to take the barb out just to make it a bit easier for yourself when you're winding it in. Always put the barbs in your bag. Don't just drop them on the ground, because a cow will get it stuck in its foot, and then we're in all sorts of trouble. So you've got a hole on this side, and then you've got 2 holes in the middle there. So what we do is get one side here, run it through this end, turn it around, give it a twist. So that's nice and secure there. And then with this end here, with your pliers, you have to undo these 2 pieces here. So unwind it all. So you end up with 2 like that. 2 like that, and then they'll go in those 2 holes on the end here. Like so. And you make sure you bend the wires that I've just put through those 2 holes around, like so. So I've got my socket, and you just wind it up. Beautiful. Now, we just got to let it all out. That's pretty tight. See, here's one I joined up, and it just looks horrible. Looks really bad. So let's pretty it up a bit. So there's the end result. Looks heaps nicer, doesn't it? Right, I've got another 30 of those to install, and then I'll head back to the ranch. Max, get up. Let's go. Hop up. Hop up. Hop up. Hop up. Hop up. Hop up. Good pup. Good puppy. Come. Come. Stay there. Good pup. Good pup. I spent some cash and I got a new microphone because everyone was complaining that it was too windy. So I hope it works. Anyway, it's freezing here, even though I don't have a jumper on. I knew I was going to do some hard work, and I've got to cut some firewood for the fire. I got my trusty dog. Hey Max. Hey buddy. Hey Maxie. He's here with me. He's learning. He's getting there. He's such a good boy, aren't you, boy? Good boy. Righto. Let's get to work. So yeah, these are the old fence posts. We had the fences replaced years ago, and these are the ones that have been left behind. And all I do is just go around, and you can see here, I just cut the ones that stick out big enough to sit in the fireplace. So I've got the Stihl Farm Boss, which is really handy, really cool bit of kit. I'm not much of a machine guy. I'm not much of a chainsaw sort of guy, but yeah, I got this because it looked nice. So safety second, hearing protection, eyes. Let's see if it starts. Man, what a mission. Anyway, no injuries, got all my fingers. So what I like to do is just put them in these old feed bags and then makes it nice and clean, you know. Righty, I think you get the picture. I'm going to take this back up inside and get nice and warm. Thanks for watching, everyone.